pre-assessment form, fill it out, and before I get started, and place it, or hand it to me, and I'll place it right here. And then hit end, just for my research purposes, and to improve this program, make sure you fill out an evaluation and be honest, and put all your comments, any criticisms at the bottom, and they get turned in over there. And then if you haven't yet, write your name on a Post-it and place it in the glass jar. Who hasn't done that yet? Anyone who doesn't want a door prize? Okay. And they're small, so don't get your hopes up. It is not a car, it is not a bunch of money, it is like a pack of mints. Just like, it's a little bigger than a pack of mints. It's not a loaf of bread, smaller than a loaf of bread. So I'm so glad all of you could come. I'm actually really just so excited that this many people made it. Welcome. My name is Kristianna Simon. I will be your guide and moderator for tonight's activities. Wait, did you start recording? Okay, thanks. Okay. I know many of you have come a great distance on a work or school night in the cold, away from family commitments and the warmth of your own home. I want to thank you for first responding to my outstretched hands to anyone and everyone possibly interested in the topic of adult siblings and future planning, and also thank you for just being you. Just being here and seeking information and support speaks volumes about you as a person and your love for humanity. I too am a lover of humanity. I've been a registered nurse at Johns Hopkins Hospital for 10 years, and I currently work on the endoscopy unit with Hillary. I am also a graduate student at Towson University, and I'm studying nursing education. I hope to graduate this coming December 2016. SibSteps is my community capstone project and is very close to my heart. The purpose of SibSteps is to improve knowledge amongst adult siblings of individuals with disabilities through educational sessions and outreach activities. We will cover legal and financial issues, tough conversations, emotional trials, residential options, and various other issues that right now might seem like a mountain for all of us. My hope is that through enlightenment and a little education and social support, we can start to climb that mountain together. Oh, wait. Okay. That's why I'm doing this. Can everyone see past my head? Okay. And this is my family. A little more about me and my family. I'm 32 years old, the daughter of Jim and Kathy Cooper. Kathy, wave. She's in the background. Mom is here tonight. I'm the second of 4 children and grew up in Bel Air, Maryland. My older brother Ben is 34. He's married with 2 boys and 1 little girl on the way, due in March. He lives 2.5 hours south in Leonardtown, Maryland. My younger sister Melanie is 30 and lives with my parents in Bel Air and also has an apartment across town where she hangs out. My younger brother Adam is 26 and lives with his fiancée in New Jersey, which is also about 2.5 hours away from Mom and Dad. I currently live in Perry Hall with my husband Luke, who is here tonight getting a plate of food. Thanks, Luke. Thank you for getting all the food and for the IT support. Okay, that's me. My mom will tell you a little bit more about Melanie, but to summarize, Melanie was born with an extra piece of the 15th chromosome, developed viral meningitis at 6 weeks of age, and was eventually diagnosed with intellectual and developmental delay, autism, and eventually epilepsy in her teens. More specifically, Lennox-Gastaut syndrome, which is a chronic and debilitating form of epilepsy where all seizures occur from all over the brain. I grew up curious about what will become of Melanie later on in life, but just as of lately, it has become a reality and my true fear has really set in. That's my pet. My parents have always attempted to make us as siblings feel secure about Melanie's future, but we know with the nature of her disabilities and new onset mental illness that accompanies seizures, similar to schizophrenia, that future planning is not black and white, it is not cut and dry. Just like Melanie and just like all of your family members and siblings, the future is very layered, unpredictable, but also the future can be bright. That is why I'm here today. I've been inspired by my raw emotions, my pain, my isolation, my guilt, my joy, all of it. I know that siblings are a very vulnerable population and we need help. This past October, I attended the Maryland Siblings Conference, mainly to research for this project, I might add. Selfish, I know. But I gained much more than I ever expected. I learned so much and made meaningful connections with other siblings like myself. I heard Don Meyer speak, the creator of Sibling Leadership Network, which is a huge life-altering network connecting and educating siblings all over the nation. After the conference, I even had a beer at the hotel bar with Australian author Kate Strahm, founder of Siblings Australia, who is a sibling herself. And she's amazing. I think I know her. So cute. I learned that siblings are one of the longest relationships one will ever have in his or her life. That the sibling experience parallels the parent's experience. We share emotions like isolation, guilt, and fear of the future. And I also learned that much of our social development is rooted in our siblings. We figure out who we are as people as we grow up alongside of our sibling. Many of us find our jobs and passions later on in life evolve from what we experienced as children. Most of us love our sibling. I love Melanie, I do. But it's not all like this picture. It's not always happy. Actually, there are way more deleted photos than this one nice one, right? She had actually been taking Valium to make it through this day as my bridesmaid, or maid of honor. I didn't know that. Because she had been really sick prior to my wedding. We know we're all here basically because it isn't easy to be a sibling. You might even resent your sibling. You might not even like them some of the time. All of us I know have felt anger toward our sibling, even if they did nothing intentionally wrong. And this is us recreating Aladdin. I can guess what Melanie is. She's a magic carpet. It can be lonely to be a sibling because there's no possible way in the world to explain what your family is like to other people. Unless you've been through it, you just don't get it. Don Meyer stated that our sibling can be like the sun of our family's solar system. Or I love how he also put it, the United States of our sibling. The United States of Melanie is all too real for me. I want to emphasize that we are all in different phases of figuring this puzzle out. A lot of you here tonight are not even siblings. You're professionals, parents, friends, or just want to know more. That's why I'm keeping these sessions pretty broad and overarching. Tonight's session with guest speaker Kathy Cooper will focus primarily on a parent's perspective and important questions to ask our parents if we're blessed that they're still with us. We will get into more legal and medical details next week, and as we delve into the Charting the Life course with Jamie Stoner, who I would like to thank Jamie, who's our community outreach coordinator for the ARC, who helped me coordinate all of this, so thanks so much. The agenda you all received highlights what we'll be covering in the next few weeks. Actually, you didn't receive it. I'll email it to you later. I didn't get to print that out. I pray you can make more of these sessions, or maybe all of them if possible, because they each have their own flavor and a different guest speaker. The small groups will be for the last hour. We might have to cut it short because I know everyone needs to get in bed before 9 p.m. At least that's the rule in our house. They're seriously, my favorite part are the small groups, so I want to make sure we have enough time for them. We'll be discussing tough issues with each other as siblings. Some people might cringe when thinking about small, touchy-feely group therapy, but give it a chance, even just for tonight. Listen and learn from others. Even if you do not feel like contributing, that's totally fine. Remember, this session is all about you, all about your needs and your space and your time. So this is a safe place, and it is what you make of it. I'm so honored to be here right now with all of you, and I want to thank you so much for your presence here tonight. All right, now I'm really giddy to introduce my guest speaker tonight, Kathy Cooper. Kehoe Cooper. She's popular in Harford County. She's one of 16 kids. She's my mom, she's my mentor, she's my leader, my best friend besides my husband, and I talk to her on the phone more than anyone else. She's an inspiration not just to me, but countless others. Back in the day, Kathy taught at Southampton Middle School, achieved her master's in education at Loyola University, and eventually came home to be with all 4 kids full-time as our mom. She tutored privately and was an adjunct faculty member at HCC, worked in family support services as an advocate for families and as a respite coordinator at this ARC. Later, she served on the board of directors at ARC and was honored with the Carolyn Savage Award for service to children with disabilities and their families. She was appointed by 2 governors to co-chair the Maryland Infants and Toddlers Interagency Coordinating Council and chaired the Special Education Advisory Committee for Harford County. She witnessed the signing of the Americans with Disabilities Act into law by President George Bush in Washington, D.C. in 1990. Currently, Kathy works as CEO, manager, assistant manager, human resources rep, staff educator and preceptor, payroll personnel, front desk attendant, pharmacist, social services coordinator, transportation service provider, and personal trainer to the United States of Men. Please give a big round of applause for my mom, Kathy Cooper.